Aloha, everyone. This is Freedom to Feel, one of my favorite platforms because I can see my guests. I have an audio too, but I cannot see them, although the voice, the frequency comes through as well. So today, my guest is Diana Esther. She is the author of The Diamond Within, From Rough to Polished to Flawless. She is also a soul doctor, a poet, a speaker, spiritual teacher, transformational coach, and intuitive mentor. So, this is my brief introduction to Diana Astor. But the question that I love asking everyone, as you know, from the very beginning, how would you introduce yourself, Diana? Who are you in this very moment in your own words?
I am the soul doctor. I am that I am. I am whatever God speaks through me intuitively. I live my life step by step as a child that open to every new experience, every new connection, to bring joy into my life because joy is experience and we can only experience joy through us. It's not something outside of us. It's something to do with our feelings and emotions. And I believe that our feelings is the most important part of us that creates our reality. People very often disregard the feelings because they feel feelings are not important. And that's why they go through a lot of struggles in life and a lot of negative experiences because they don't truly understand who they truly are. So I believe that my life purpose, and I feel it with the passion within me, it's obviously to learn myself through life because that's how we experience. And it was one saying that I've heard long time ago: teach what you want to learn, teach what you want to experience, because everything happening through us and not away from us, not outside of us. And everything that we want to learn and we are passionate about, we will experience. And once it's become our life experience, that is the best way to share with others. Nothing beats experience. We can learn many modalities, we can read many books, but if there is no connection between those realities and those high wisdom and our life experiences, it becomes simply a shelf knowledge.
Yes, then it's only intellectual, it's only a concept in the mind, but it's not embodied, right? And speaking of that, what comes to mind is what we talked off record about consciousness. So, what is consciousness to you? And it is consciousness an experience?
Consciousness is a state of being. Consciousness is not something that it's outside of us. Consciousness is everything we are, everything that we experience through every moment of our day, the way we speak, the way we think, the way we connect to others, the way we dress, the way we present ourselves, the way we live and walk through life, everything is consciousness. And because it's multifaceted and multi-sided, you cannot you cannot say that consciousness is something you can put in a frame. Consciousness is everything. And obviously, there is a higher consciousness and there is a lower grades of consciousness. And that's the reason why I've written the book that's called The Diamond Within,
Yeah.
because they all the diamonds in the crown jewel of life. And the only reason we experience life because of our soul who came here to evolve. Our soul is the reason why we are here.
Yeah.
What's happening because we don't have the knowledge and understanding of it? We simply go through life being blindfolded, and we try to make as best as what we can
Right.
without knowing that all the resources and all the wisdom and all the knowledge of everything we ever wanted, it's already within us. We already have it, but we're simply unaware of it. And it's part of the game of life. Life is a game. Life is not just an experience. It's amazing game of life. And the moment we learn the rules, life become joyful experience. Life become easy experience without trying hard, without trying to invent the wheel, without trying to struggle through life. It becomes a flow of love and light through everything we want to experience. And that's what I'm here to teach. I'm here to connect people to their own soul, to their essence, to their diamond within, to their joy and love.
Yes. Oh my God. What's not to love about that? In a very truthful way and real to me. Every time I listen to you, it kind of the frequencies of the heart, it just comes through so easily. It's so obvious. So thank you for that. Thank you for giving yourself to life the way you have. Um, so you mentioned life as a game. I know the book has all the in a sense you're giving all the steps that we can follow to reach that flawless state of the diamond. um, but is there, I'm just curious because you mentioned the metaphor of a game. So life is a game, knowing the rules, it's very important. What would you say is the most important rule of life? Is there one that's more important than the other?
I think life meant to be an experience. And life meant to be an experience of God through us.
Mm,
When we understand that soul came here to evolve, it's not us as a human beings
mm,
on a spiritual journey trying to enlighten ourselves,
right.
but the other way, that soul dressed in our human suit came here to experience life through us, because soul and God is light, and light can only experience bliss, joyfulness,
That's
and nirvana. It cannot experience anything else.
true.
So think of our planet as a experimental playground for the souls. We come here to experience ourselves and each other.
Yes.
And
Yes.
way of experiencing have a huge impact on who we become.
Mm,
Everything we believe, we become. Everything we experience has something to do with our beliefs because it has an impact on our thoughts and feelings. So God created this magnificent, arty way of experience life
right.
through each and every soul, which is unique. Why they are unique? Because we have even our unique fingerprint. Nobody can copy that. Seems like we all have a lot in common, but beside this common feature, we have something unique within us. And this uniqueness make us very, very special.
Mm,
Give us this special experience in life.
mm,
That's why you cannot compare yourself to anybody, which people
yeah.
do very often. If you understand that you're unique, you would never experience jealousy. You
Yes.
would never experience
Right.
inferiority. You
Right.
would never experience
Right.
why this person is successful and I'm not, why
Right.
this person is beautiful and I am not.
Mm,
According to God and higher wisdom, we all beautiful.
mm,
God cannot create anything ugly or bad.
mm.
God is the master artist, the master creator, and he created us in his own image
Right.
to experience everything we experience through us as vessels of consciousness.
Mm,
So life is a game, but there is a rule. We have to find the light we are seeking. It's like
mm,
playing the game of hide and seek. And
mm.
the main rule of life, to find light in the darkness of being, to find light in the dark spaces. Because the moment we go inside, the moment we close our sight, if we don't put any imagination or anything into it, it's total darkness, isn't it? We
Right.
close our eyes, we don't see light any longer,
Right.
and we're trying to find this inner light within us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But in order to do that, God gave us an amazing chance each and every lifetime to begin from the clean slate. Meaning, people have different belief systems. Some people believe that this is only one life experience. Some people believe in multiple life experiences.
Yeah.
If, according to the higher wisdom, soul is immortal, so there is no way that this life can be the only experience soul is experiencing. It came here to evolve.
Right.
It has been already created millions of years ago by higher power, whatever you call it, God, energy, love, oneness. God is everything. God is multifaceted, omnipresent in everything around us. And the spark of this special light lives within us. And the game of life asks from us to search for this light and to find this light.
Mm,
And the reason that we go through struggles and negative experiences, because we simply don't know that everything we ever wanted, it already exists within us.
mm.
So we live our life on the outside,
Yeah.
using everything we can and trying to understand and make sense of it from the outside experience, which
Right.
obviously creates a lot of negative experience
Yeah.
and a lot of negative feelings.
Yes.
Doesn't help us to move forward and to find what it is that we are looking for.
True. So true. So true. And that's the funny thing because it's very easy to get distracted and look outside, right, Diana, for the answers. Most of us do that, especially when we are young and we don't have the wisdom. Um, how did you come to this? Beautiful expression of you. I know I read the story and I talked to you before, so I have an idea, but I would love for you to kind of disclose that on this podcast. Talk to me about your diamond within story. I know it's one of the guided questions, but I love the way it was phrased, so I wanted to uh, have that question exactly like that. What is your diamond within story?
My journey, my diamond journey,
Uh-huh.
began at the former Soviet Union. And it's interesting that every soul chooses the place where it's born, chooses its own environment,
Yeah.
chooses time in space,
Wow.
time in the evolution of life and world to be born in, to learn something specific for these particular lifetimes. And because as babies, we are pure love and light. And I was just thinking this morning, the first negative experience we experience actually is the moment that we are born.
Right.
Because the reason the baby cries, because it comes from oneness, love, and feeling of bliss into different lower world of consciousness, into the darkness and separation, being separated from mother, father, God, from energy of love into the unknown.
Right.
And that's why I was thinking, my God, why babies cry? They cry because it's like it's something completely foreign to a soul. You come to a world and you feel alone. You feel you need something to connect to. And the moment the baby put on the mother's heart and the baby hears the heartbeat and feel the mother's love, it feels at home.
Right.
So all life we go through feeling separation with us because we don't know who we are. It's part of the rules of the game of life. You simply forgot who you are. You are a human being. You are experiencing life through your five senses.
Right.
That's why we've been given eyes who looks on the outside.
Right.
We have a third eye that looks on the inside, but it's not obvious to us. We don't even know we have it.
Right.
Nobody teach us unless it comes a point in our life when we connect to a higher wisdom and understand life is not one-sided. There is another life within me, which is concealed, which is completely covered with veil of darkness. And I'm here to explore and to find this light. Other children, we like to play hide and seek.
Yeah.
And there is a reason for it, because we enjoy it. We want to find that light. We want to find that joy. So my soul, many years ago, started its journey at the former Soviet Union, where there was no light, complete darkness. Not only darkness, but this total separation from your inner being, in a sense that the communist manifesto was teaching us that soul does not exist, God does not exist. That's why we had no religion allowed, and people who were practicing religion would end up in prison, would be expelled to Siberia. That was the reason, in order to separate us completely. So you become a working force, a slave for the government, for the country. But you need to be inspired. So the inspiration came that you should not experience life for you. You should experience life only for the collective. If you experience life for you, you are selfish. You are an outcast. Life is collective experience. And this is fascinating because it's very cleverly introduced and it plays very easily on human emotions. Obviously, as being a child, I did not understood this. I'm not saying that everything I went through experience was negative. And I will tell you something that was incredibly positive, because everything in life is dualistic. Nothing is one-sided. In every negative experience, you have positive, and in every positive experience, you have negative. And that's also part of the experience of the game of life, to find balance in everything, within and without. Whatever it's to do with health, relationships, your own understanding, your own self. So what's fascinating as a child, obviously, because children are pure source to write on. We have a clean page. Everything we've been told and explained and accepted as our truth from our parents, from our environment, from schools, from friends, become our truth, become who we are.
Right.
It's not because we created something. At the beginning, something created us. Something put us in a frame of limited consciousness, making us to look at life through that point of view.
Right.
And only as you grow up, when you evolve yourself, and when you begin to ask yourself a question, who am I truly are?
Yes.
Why am I experiencing in life what I experience? What can I change in
Yeah.
order to create a different experience?
Right.
Only then, from the moment of inner curiosity, you can begin to experience something different. But if you live from the state of the consciousness, from the very beginning of your life journey, you will stay in the frame of limitation, and there is no way you can come out of it. It's like if you are not curious, if you are not searching, light is not going to follow you and search you. Light is concealed. Light is your present. Light is your jewel box. Light is everything you ever wanted, and we have to deserve that light. In order to deserve that light, we have to have this feeling of constant need to search for answers.
Yes.
And if we are not, because all the answers is already here before the question is asked. But if we are not ready to ask the questions, we would never find the answers.
Right.
If we're looking even, sorry to switch from different sides, but even in medical field, every scientific experience began with the scientist asking the question.
Right. Right.
And the moment the scientist asked the questions, he started to move into that direction, searching for answers.
Right.
The
Right.
same thing with us.
Right.
The moment we ask the question, we want to change something, we want to evolve, we want to find the love of our life, we want to create great experiences, we want to be successful. The moment we begin searching for that answer, the answer will come towards us. It will be revealed when we are divinely ready for it. That's why life is a journey and not the destination. And
Yes. Yeah.
when I was a child, I was living in the environment that was deprived from all of this information I knew nothing about. I was just a clean piece of paper to write on. I was born in the middle class Jewish family that were loving and beautiful, but the lifestyle did not allow my parents and myself to connect on the emotional level because that's not how they were brought up. And that's what environment demanded from them. They had to work morning to night, and I hardly saw them. I would go to bed before they came back from work, and I would wake up, and they were already not there. So most of the children in former Soviet Union would be brought up by grandparents that had only obligation to give food and clean clothing. I
Right.
had no emotional connection nowhere. But my soul most probably remembered everything that I needed to remember. And the nudges from within of feeling unhappy, feeling lonely, feeling separated were all the time present in my life. I did not have a happy and joyful childhood. On contrary, I was very much one-man band. I even took myself to a school for the first day.
Yes.
I had no one to take care of me but me. So I was learning through life from a very, very early childhood. And I've learned to trust my feelings. I've learned to trust. And if there is something that I feel but kind of disregard,
Yeah.
it would fire back at me.
Yes.
And I started to question many things, many things. I always, my soul wanted to express itself in many different ways.
Yeah.
But the environment I was living in, unfortunately, did not allow that artistic and poetic way of expressing itself because reality was not supporting that kind of expression. You
Right.
know, you have to be connected to what was possible and what was real.
Yeah.
And to me, the real world did not make me happy. So when I began to read, at the library, I was searching for the books, I was searching for knowledge, and the only books I could find that corresponds with the way I felt was books of science fiction
Oh, wow.
about planets and stars. And they
Yeah.
had quite a few authors who were very beautifully writing science fiction stories, and I read all of them. That was the world I was living in. I had no toys, I had no siblings, I had not even a person I could openly talk to. I had my loving grandparents. I felt their love for me, but they were not the people that could answer my questions. They would not understand the depths of my soul.
Right.
So I had only one toy. It was a doll, and her name was Annie. And
Ah.
Annie was my world, was my everything. I
Yeah.
talked to this doll, and I kept it close to my heart.
Yes. Oh my God, that is sweet. Gosh, what is your vision for humanity at this time, Diana? Do you have a vision for what we are being kind of guided to by universal intelligence, by God?
Definitely, definitely. I think, in spite of everything that's happening in the world,
Yeah.
I see the world as one happy and joyful place.
Yes.
And because our emotions is an activator of our reality,
Yeah.
people disregard something that is the most precious. Emotions is energy, energy that's flowing through us
Right.
into the collective environment.
Right.
And if emotions
Mm.
are joyful, happy,
Yeah.
and filled with light,
Yeah.
and when most of the people experience that feeling of joy,
Yeah.
it will automatically change without us doing even anything.
Right.
Because we can change our reality from
Mm.
inside out.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
this, by the way, is a reason why a lot of negativity right now it's at the highest point in
Yeah.
order to keep us in frame of fear and limitation.
Right.
Because if we are fearful, there is no way we can feel joy.
Yeah.
So as long as we stay
Yeah.
in the presence of fear, and
Mm.
fear is a false expression. Fear is something that is not real because you can't, fear has no substance. Light has a substance. The moment you put the light on, the darkness goes. But darkness cannot kill the light. Darkness would not flow into the room of light and simply kill the light. It never happened. So fear, it's something that was made up in our mind, in our consciousness, obviously by our environment, by the way of life that we experiencing. And as long as we're going to stay in the fear mode of any kind, whether it's personally or collectively, we cannot change anything because I've asked God to explain to me what fear is. And fear was given to me as a glue, as very, very strong glue. The moment, because fear is a very powerful emotion, it's as powerful as love. The moment the fear become your glue and you glue to it, you become paralyzed. You become paralyzed by fear.
True.
You can't move. And the only dissolvent that will dissolve this fear, this glue, is love.
Right. Right.
Because love and fear are opposites of each other. And the moment you understand that you have everything within you, you have all the keys, all the diamond keys of knowledge, the only thing you need to find the jewel box, and you need to allow to open the jewel box in order to reveal what it is that it's concealed from you.
Right.
Fear is something that people say fear is an illusion. It is an illusion because it begins from our mindset.
Yes.
Everything we accept, it comes back to the beliefs. Everything we accept from media, from newspapers, from magazines, from speaking to people has a huge impact on us.
Right.
And people usually don't have a strong mindset of their own, and they become very receptive of all that other people talk about. Especially, let's say, if you have a family member that you respect and you love, or you have friends, but they might have a very negative mindset.
Right.
So we tend to listen to people because we respect them and we feel they are the ones to listen to.
Right.
But everything we accept from anyone or anything as our own truth becomes our reality.
Ah.
It's not just a simple conversation. It's not we're sitting and saying, yes, you're right. You know, this person is negative, or, you know, this world is like this, and I understand why people hate each other, or I understand why people is jealous of this person. The moment you participate in that conversation and you take this point of view, it creates your own reality. You're meant to be an observer. You're not meant to. You're meant to find your own life through the relationships, through different wisdoms, through different books, through your own thinking and feeling and acceptance. But the moment we take somebody else's point of view, that's why media is very strong. That's why when somebody wants to
Right.
put a huge, powerful impact on you, it shows killing um, and ill children and all the negative parts of life in order for you to accept it as your reality. But this is not our reality. It's one of the possibilities, and there are infinite possibilities. And the moment we understand that what we see is not only what is, there is so much more, even if we don't see it.
Right.
And there is a reason why we don't see it, because it's our consciousness, it's not there yet. It's the other field of information, it's not going to open up to us. It's like if you live in the high rise and you are living on the ground floor, that's all you will see.
Right.
You will look at life through that particular vision. That all will be open to you. The moment you move higher, and higher you go, more it will open up for you. The field will expand, not because it doesn't exist. The infinite field exists always. It's only you will see a limitation, a frame that dark on the left and dark on the right, and the only thing you see it's a frame in front of you.
Right.
Life would not offer you anything if you are not asking to see more, to experience more, to understand more. Life, it's not going to give you nothing on the platter because we have to deserve everything we want to experience in life. Nothing is for nothing. We
Right.
pay for everything with our own, with our body, with our health. If we allow negativity in, obviously, once upon a time, we will experience illness and struggles, and we would think it's a virus. Yeah, there are many viruses within us as well. We have billions of viruses. And
Right.
even during the COVID, not necessary that everybody got ill with COVID.
Right.
It touches certain people for certain reason, and not everything can be answered in one go. We all individual, we all unique, and we
Right.
all go through our own unique experience to become as brilliant as the creator. Because when you look at the diamond to
Yeah.
begin with,
Yeah.
diamond is just a pebble covered with the layers of coating. It can be even like a dark pebble. You wouldn't even know that
Right.
it is a diamond.
Right.
But the moment you start to remove the coating, which we have as well as our native coating, we're all born in different environment, in different countries, but every environment puts something in us and on us as our beliefs and our conscious understanding of life. So the moment we begin to scratch the surface and to look within, we will see unlimited potentials within us. Sometimes it's not us that can see, but our mentors and our teachers and our healers that can help us on the way, because we can't do everything by ourselves.
Right.
I never did. I
Right.
learned through others. I opened my consciousness, because if we can be our own mentors at the very beginning, nothing would make sense.
Right.
We're learning through people who went already through the experience in
Right.
order to minimize negative experiences.
Right.
Each of us went through something, and we can offer to this field of collective environment our precious experience, which is priceless. Nothing beats experience. We can learn modalities, we can learn
Yeah.
teachings, but unless we experience them, we don't know if they work.
Right.
So I
Right.
believe that today, everything that we're going through, in order to make this life a joyful experience, each and every one of us have to take care of their inner environment.
Yes.
Inner environment is everything, because it's not about being just one person and what one person can do. One person can do a lot. One person, without this one person, the tapestry of light and love of the universe is not going to sparkle 100%.
Right.
Something, it won't be enough. So each of us is enough. Each of us is precious jewel. Each of us is important in life. And we deserve the joy and happiness that is within us. We just have to unleash it. We just have to allow it. We
Yeah.
just have to we just have to evolve in order, so not only us,
Yeah.
but the rest of the world will experience. Because as a butterfly that flaps its wings, and the frequencies of this experience felt many, many kilometers from it. The same thing as us. Every little change within us, every question we can ask, change so many others. So we are exceptionally powerful. We simply don't believe in it.
Oh my God. It's so true. And it's sad in a way, isn't it, Diana, that we don't believe in our own inner power. Uh, that's one of the things that really makes me sad. But I have heard also that we also need to allow other people to become, right, like a butterfly. It needs to do the work itself in order to know its own potential, its own power. We cannot take that away from them. So sometimes
No,
that's an interesting thing. Sometimes love looks a little bit different. We cannot really nurture certain people too much, because then we'll take that away from them. And that's kind of,
exactly.
it saddens me when I think about it, but it has to be done, right?
Exactly. I think universe is very, it's filled with justice. Even sometimes you look at like and you feel, where is the justice? Why bad things happening
Yeah,
to a good people? Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
But because there is a lot of things that it's concealed from us, and our wisdom is of a lower consciousness. Living in this world, we can only experience our limitations. As
yeah,
much as we want to excel and to be out of it, we cannot. We can evolve as much as we can, but we are still limited to our bodies and to dualistic experience of life. So very often we become judgmental of others.
no,
And
yeah,
it's very easy to do so because we only perceive life through our five senses.
yeah,
What you see is what you get, but it's not always the case.
right.
So you're absolutely right. And it took me a long time and
Yeah,
very painful experience
yeah,
allowing people to go through their own negativity and limitations
yeah,
through whatever they meant to in order to find that light and love within them, because people are not there yet, not everyone.
yes,
And it's okay as well because life is multifaceted and multi-sided. And
mm,
it's like a child. You cannot teach child high mathematics at the 5 years old. You
yeah,
just can't. You have to let the child grow. You have to let the child to become stronger and more experienced in order to be open for that guidance.
right,
So everyone is on different level, and we're all living in this huge high rise of life, moving slowly from one level to another, and it's infinite into not only this universe but many other universes.
right,
Something that has been always concealed for us, but always something we wanted to know. We want to know about the life, if there is life anywhere else. We want to
yeah,
know about
yeah,
extraterrestrials. We want to know about our healing abilities. We want to know about everything.
right,
And only now, since so many thousands of years, this possibility is happening, and universe providing us with so much more light
right,
that obviously enlightens every dark space within and without us in order to see the truth.
yeah.
Because joy, I love acronyms. I love
Oh
acronyms.
yes,
And
I saw
and
that one, Joy, on
yeah,
your
yeah,
in your book. Yeah, I
yeah,
did see
yeah,
that.
yeah. So when
Yeah.
we talk about words, words have an immense power.
Mm, yeah.
So you is your own universe.
Right.
We are universe within us.
Mm,
It's not just a metaphor.
mm,
Everything we experience on the outside is a
mm,
reflection
mm.
of who we are on the inside.
Yes. Yes. So true.
And the same thing, yes, and the same thing collectively. That's why if everyone will look at themselves as an important part of collective, very important part of the collecting,
Mm,
and
yeah.
and will go on the journey of self-discovery, evolving as a conscious being, we will change this universe and this world in no time. That's what I believe with a passion from my heart.
Wow. What a we want everyone to kind of get the message, you know, and I know that there's a timeline and, you know, the allowing process of growth. But don't we want to play? Isn't that what we really want, Diana? Just kind of,
100%,
isn't it?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, we just want to play or celebrate life, right? It's a celebration, it's a dance. So you did say something about joy that in your book that caught my attention. Yeah, the acronym JOY means just overcome you. That stopped me for a while. So can you elaborate a little bit on that? Like just overcome you. Yeah, how do we do that?
Okay. We look at life as a mundane experience. And when somebody asks you who you are,
Yeah.
you call yourself by the name. You have name, you have surname, uh, your profession. When somebody asks, how do you feel about you, you express how you know yourself.
Yes.
So everything you, it's like on the surface. So we wear many hats. Their
Yes.
daughters, their sisters, their wives, their mothers, their lovers, their friends, their everything. There are too many, we wear too many hats.
Yes.
But it's not who we truly are, because we are not each and everything we describe who we are. This is like a made up personality that we created based on the experiences that we went through.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
The moment
Yeah.
you ask the question who you truly are,
Mm,
you are the diamond within.
mm,
You are this precious jewel of life and spark of God that came to experience
mm,
everything, but you don't know who you are. So we are searching who we are. We change profession, we change husbands, we change wives, we change families, we change environment, but we always take us on that journey. Think about it. You
yeah.
can change countries, and you can be as unhappy in that other country as you were unhappy there, or you can go into another relationships
Right.
only to find that the person is maybe worse than the previous one,
Right.
only because nothing has changed within. When
Yes.
you change something within, even a minute thing,
Yeah.
the environment has to change. It has no other way but to change.
Mm,
It's like a
mm,
kaleidoscope. If
mm,
you if you are the child, look in kaleidoscope and just tilt it a slightly bit to the left, the picture changes instantly. The same thing with that. You will notice changes the moment you allow yourself to change. The
right.
moment you allow yourself to ask the question, who am I truly are
Yeah.
and why I am here?
Mm,
You know, um,
yeah.
it was a famous saying by Mark Twain, a famous writer. There are two most important moments in life: the moment you're born and the moment you ask why.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's powerful. Yeah. Huh. It's so true. Wow. And I hear a lot of people saying that this is one question that gets them kind of confused, even feeling hopeless when they feel like they have not found why they are alive, the purpose of their lives. They keep asking the question, they don't have the answer. So, is that something that I'm wondering if it's more subtle than the answer is more subtle than we expecting it to be? How do we know the why the reason why we are here, the reason we were born. Like, how do you know, Diana, for example? I know you sound like you do, the way you express yourself is obvious to me, but what does it feel like? Like, how does the mind know for sure that this is the life you're supposed to be living?
I think the life you're supposed to be living, not coming from the mind, it's coming from the heart.
Right.
And the reason why we get confused and stuck and trying everything and anything, because we are not living in the heart.
Ah,
Our world and environment did not teach us to live from the heart,
right,
because we simply disregard our feelings. Man, for instance, is not allowed to feel.
right,
In many countries, you have to be strong and you have to depend on you and you have to live your life through your mind, through intellectual explanation, and you have to evaluate everything in life, what is right and what is wrong, from your mind. But
right.
mind is not created for it.
Mm,
Mind was created for us to keep us safe from any kind of change, just
right,
to keep us safe
right,
from the lions, from the wild animals back millions of years ago as we were developing. And we
right.
stuck in that mindset of mind. We simply
Yeah,
stuck there. And our society is not inspiring us to
right,
drop from our mind into our heart,
right.
because our heart is the biggest mind of its own, and
Mm,
scientifically proven it has much more narrow receptors than the mind does. The reason why we're listening to mind, because we allow it. We allow it, and because mind is quite loud, because it want to keep us safe. It
right,
warn us. Nothing wrong with the mind. Mind is beautiful and brilliant. But in order for us to understand why we are here and to experience the joy of true purpose, we have to drop in the heart
yeah,
and we have to begin living from the heart into the unknown, because we don't have a clear explanation how
yeah.
to live from the heart. We never did. Since the moment the earth was created, we never lived through the heart. We always lived through the mind.
Ah,
So our mindset has expanded and grew, and our mind became very valuable tool, which it is. But it comes the point in life when your mind cannot give you the answers you're looking for.
right, right,
It cannot, because it's not programmed for it.
right.
Mind is like a computer.
Mm,
It took a snapshot of every your experience in the moment you're born, and it kept in the library of its own. So the
oh,
moment something, we've forgotten about it. So the moment something happens in life, this snapshot immediately awake the feeling within that we have experienced previously. It's not something made up. It has a substance. It has happened in our lives already
right,
previously. We simply either forgotten or don't know about it, because it could have happened at the very early childhood.
right.
So the moment the feeling is awakened, it can awaken fear, anger, rage, um,
Right.
creating distortion and illness within us. But this is a mind games. Mind can only give you what it has. Whatever you put in
Mm,
your computer,
mm,
you cannot expect to get out of your computer something you did not install, you did not put. The same thing with mind. But
right.
heart, it's like a portal
Mm,
into infinite possibilities. The
mm,
moment you drop into your heart
mm,
and
mm,
you begin living from your heart, all
mm,
the answers are there. I'm not saying that the moment you ask, you will get it immediately. No, you have to grow the trust between you and your heart. And it begins with trusting your own self.
right.
Many people have this huge trust issue. We tend to trust all the professionals. We trust doctors. We trust other people because they know more than we are. They're older, they're more experienced. But we never consider on trusting our own self.
Right.
So it's like a child that needs to make step by step asking the heart
Yeah.
and moving forward with trust and see where it leads you. But obviously, I created on my educational portal an online program that take you on a journey of self-discovery from
Mm,
zero
mm,
to oneness,
yeah.
explaining in a simple words as I do, because I
Yeah.
believe in simplicity. I
Yes.
don't like anything that it's difficult and complicated.
Right.
Every word can connect you or disconnect you.
True.
And I'm looking for connection with each and every word.
Yes.
And everything we go through life, it's either connect us to ourselves or disconnect us completely
Right.
from our relationship, from others, because
Right.
life is experiencing you through
Mm,
multiple facets of your life experiences.
yeah. How beautiful. Wow. That's you started speaking of your program. We're almost at the end. Gosh,
Yes,
Diane, I could talk to you forever. Part two, we got to meet again for part two interview. So, um, yeah, you offer online programs, retreats, workshops, coaching. You also, of course, speaking engagements, and then you offer a free discovery session for those interested. So, in your book, of course, your website is a beautiful resource too, the book itself and the website. So, you have so much that you're offering. And did I miss anything, Diana, when it comes
yes,
to offerings?
yes. I also offer some higher consciousness affirmation
Mm.
cards
Oh, yeah.
to that helps everyone to build this trust from within. You can't do it in one go. It's like a mental gym. You have to coach your mind
Right.
to be your friend,
Mm.
to be not to run the show, but
Right.
to serve the heart.
Yes.
Mind have to serve the heart. And if the mind and heart living in coherence and love, oh my God, this life experience is a pure joy.
Ah, yes. Gosh, I love that. I love everything about it. And what can I say? That's my path, the path of the heart. And sometimes I do have, sometimes I feel like I get too much in the mind when I'm reading too much about people's work or listening a lot, doing a lot of work online. Is that something that, because you spoke of a balance too, is there that is that a balance, Diana, in a way, or are we supposed to be in the heart all the time, even when we are working? We should bring the heart energy to it, regardless. I'm wondering.
Definitely, if we're always in our heart, heart is our GPS in life. It's our
Right,
guiding light.
right.
It's like going into the car without knowing where to go.
Yeah,
The moment you drop into your heart and you're living from the heart, your
mm,
life becomes completely different experience. There is no more scarcity
yes,
because heart speaks only love, empowerment, and inspiration. And
yes,
mind speaks in fears and limitations only because it meant well to keep you
yeah,
safe. And
right,
we have to understand that we need to and when we understand the purpose of those two and we can align them for one purpose for ourselves and for the world, you will become unstoppable, you will become magical, you will become a magnet of every experience you want to attract in your life.
wow. Yes, I have heard that. That sounds wonderful, doesn't it? Because then you start attracting people like you, so they have the same energetic frequencies, so we can just create whatever it is from that foundation. I love that idea too, that vision.
Yeah.
So we're almost at the end. I want to mention your website, the diamondwithin.co.uk. All the links will be on the podcast notes, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. I also want to mention that your book is fantastic. I was looking at it, and then I saw, I mean, you have all these grades, diamond grades, SI2. And then I love the way you talk about the first ray of light, second ray of light, and then awareness, clarity, belief. And then you talk about thoughts and emotions, which you talked here today, the power of the spoken word, and then you have the power of change. Oh, and then you have internally flawless and then flawless. That's diamond grade F. So you go through the entire process in the book, which is really simple, as you said. I love the way the frame and the words. Yeah, so you're using words that they are very much not just empowering, but they're activation words, it feels to me. They're like, they activate something in you. When I read the words, something, the cells in my body just, yeah, something happens. So I love that you did that too. It's, I mean, it's just brilliant, very intelligent, which has to do with intelligence of the heart, right, Diana? That's the connection there. Really beautiful.
When you follow your heart,
Yeah.
you follow your purpose, you follow your dreams. And the dreams, by the way, I just wanted to say, whatever we want to experience in life
Yeah.
were put inside of our precious diamond within
Mm.
in order for us to experience.
Yeah.
Nothing has been invented by the mind. It's not the mind that invents what we want to experience or the game of life. Mind is simply there to assist.
Mm.
Everything that we ever wanted
Mm.
was already put inside of the jewel box. And
Wow.
we have diamonds and colored stones. And we have precious jewels of the planets all within us. But we're looking on the treasure on the outside. We're looking for treasures, but we already have that treasure.
Yeah.
But it takes courage, it takes maturity, and it takes curiosity to find that treasure.
Yes, and it very much does. I love curiosity. It's a playful thing for me. I love
Absolutely, absolutely.
playful.
Life should be fun and loving experience, but unfortunately, it's not always the case.
Right.
The moment, because our mind runs the show,
Mm.
the
Yeah.
moment we drop into the heart,
Mm.
that's where the playfulness, ease,
Yeah.
grace, and fun lives.
I agree, Diana. Oh my God, I can't wait. I mean, I do that on my own anyway, but yes. I would love for you. So I know you mentioned a poem that you actually wrote today, but there was one that
Yes,
I read in your book, The Power of Love poem, that I really loved too. So whatever you feel like reading, I would love for you to read one of your poems, please.
yes. The one that I wrote today, it's
Mm.
called We Are the Children of the
Ah,
Source.
yeah, I love that. Yes.
We are the children of the source, the mighty, loving universe, and the golden cord from the sacred heart, connecting us to the web of love. We are the diamonds within to manifest Creator's dream. Through poetry of cosmic art, we look at world as living art. With winds of change, we move through life,
Mm.
revealing facets dressed in light, from storms to calmness, dark to light. We dance and swirl with sparkling light.
Yeah.
We paint life with vibrant strokes and balance energies with hope, connecting hearts of every race, creating world of love and grace. We dance, we play, we
Mm.
heal, we pray,
Yeah.
evolving through the time and space,
Yeah.
becoming stars that shines bright and rising consciousness to light.
Wow. Ah, how beautiful. I mean, it feels like a dance, like a song. I wish you could. Are you thinking about maybe singing one of these days, putting the guitar? That would be amazing.
I'm not
Oh,
a singer, but I've been singing about my poems to become a
wow.
song. I just
Oh,
need I just need
yeah.
a good musician
Yeah.
to come with an unbelievable music. And
Right.
I was also thinking of not singing the song, but reciting the song.
Right.
You know,
Right. With the music in the
with
background.
the music,
Mm,
yes,
beautiful.
to using my energy of
Yes.
love, because voice is a very, very powerful tool.
Right.
That's how we connect to each other. That's how we connect to ourselves and to others.
Yes, I can hear the melody. It's interesting because as you speak in the voice, I can hear the melody, and then my body starts to automatically move to it. Isn't that amazing? Wow. Thank you so much, Diana and Esther, for being this beautiful being, showing your light, expressing your life without fear, just being what you are, knowing what you are, being it, and sharing that with us, the jewel, the diamond. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for getting to know you, your beautiful soul, and your beautiful heart.
Oh,
And I wish us all the best joy and happiness
huh.
and experiencing everything we are meant to and we
Mm.
want to, and build our dream and to experience them, and and to feel the joy of our dreams being manifested.
Yes. I'm going to jump out of the chair.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Diana Esther. Again, I love your name too, and we'll talk soon. This is just for the recording. I'll talk to you off record in a moment. So thank you so
Okay.
much again, and we'll talk
Thank
soon.
you.
Bye for now.